Hello all, welcome to this MOOC course on Managing Human Resources in Organizations. I am Dr. Belinda and I am going to take you through this course, and at the end of the course you will be able to understand the need and importance of proper management of human resource in any organization or in any institution. The manner in which human resources are recruited and selected for doing jobs in an organization, the process of evaluation of the performance of the job by the human resources in an organization, the need and importance to train the human resources to work efficiently, and the means of severance of employee-employee relationships in an organization. Before we start, I just want you to think, ponder a little. Have you ever asked your father or mother how they got the job in which they are working right now? Have you checked with them? Have you seen your senior friends from schools or colleges who get jobs and when they are studying in college itself? What is the salary your parents get? Who pays them? On what basis is the salary fixed? Yes, you will have answers to all this during the course. To introduce what human resource management is, first we need to understand that organizations are made up of people and they function through people. So without people, no organization or no institution can exist. The resources of men, money, materials and machinery are collected, coordinated and utilized through people. So people are a very important component who channelize everything for the profit of an institution or an organization, or to say the functioning of an organization or an institution. Just to understand what HRM is, it is a set of policies, practices and programs which are designed to maximize both personal and organizational goals. Every institution, every organization will have a goal, and to achieve it, we need to have a set of policies. When I say policy, I am saying guidelines, rules, regulations, the way in which we will have to do. Policies, practices, things which are carried on in an organization, and programs which help to maximize both personal and organizational goals. Let's look at few definitions. Edwin Flippo defines HRM as planning, organizing, directing, controlling of procurement, development, compensation, integration, maintenance and separation of human resources to the end that individual, organizational and social objectives are achieved. Let's go slowly and see word by word. HRM is planning. You plan for the organization. You plan how many people you need in the next 1 year. A new project is coming. How many people do you need to implement that project? You organize. So you want people, you organize a campus recruitment, or you post an advertisement in a newspaper, so you organize. You direct the way the work should be done, etc. You control the procurement. What is procurement? You get, you gain, getting, procure. So you control the procurement. Development, when I say development, we are talking about the training. Compensation, when I am talking about compensation, I am telling about the salary, the wages. The integration, getting the people to work with the business objectives, or to say the objectives of the organization, the institution. The maintenance and the separation of human resources to the end. When I say to the end, the ultimate goal is to achieve individual, organizational and social objectives. We will go through another definition by Ivanchik and Gloop. They say that HRM is concerned with the most effective use of people to achieve organizational and individual goals. So how do you achieve the goals of the organization? With the help of the people you have in the organization. It is the way of managing people at work so that they give their best to the organization. So you give them a better pay, they are very happy and they want to work for a longer time. You rate and tell them, hey, you've done a great job here. They're feeling happy, they're feeling motivated, they're feeling very satisfied about the work, and they want to work for the organization and ultimately help in achieving the goal. Let's see the objectives of human resource management. Number one, to help the organization attain its goal by providing well trained and well motivated employees. So the goals needs to be attained by means of very well trained and well motivated employees. Number two, to employ the skills and knowledge of employees efficiently and effectively. That is, to use the human resources effectively. If I give this job to this person, he will be able to complete it better. So this person has such and such skill sets. So if I ask him to do this work, he will finish the work perfectly. So you are efficiently and effectively using the human resources which is available in the organization. The human resource management also involves to enhance the job satisfaction and self-actualization of employees by encouraging and assisting every employee to realize his or her full potential. And next, to establish and maintain productive, self-respecting and internally satisfying working relationship among all the members of the organization. So all the members are there, and how do they work together as a team? Maintaining that is also the work of the human resource management. To bring about maximum individual development of members of the organization by providing opportunities for training and development. So let's take for example a new assignment has come to the company or to the institution. Then what do? You train the people so that they are able to give their best in that particular project. You train and develop them. To continue to secure the integration of all the individuals and groups within the organization by reconciling individual group goals with those of an organization. So a person X has the goal of being a manager. So he does his best. So when he does his best, he is helping the organization to achieve the goal. So ultimately the organizational goals are achieved, the personal goals are achieved. So it integrates the achievement of goals of individuals or groups, thereby the organizational goals are achieved. To develop and maintain a quality work life, which makes employment in an organization a desirable personal and social situation. In certain organizations, they give a lot of benefits, which in fact increases the quality of work and life. Quality of work and life is called quality work life. So I gain all this from the organization. I gain a holiday, leave, travel allowance, and because of all these, my work life is very good, the quality of work life, to maintain high morale and good human relations within an organization. When I say high morale, I want to come for work. I feel good working here. The morale, the motivation to work, and I want to go for work. I want to do this work. I want my organization to be on top, to be ranked the best. Okay, the morale. To help maintain ethical policies and behavior inside and outside the organization. Ensure that there is ethics in the organization. To manage change to the mutual advantage of individuals, groups, the organization and the society. To bring in change so that it is for the good of the individual, for the organization as well as the society. To recognize and satisfy individual needs and group goals by offering appropriate monetary and non-monetary incentives. So we'll see a lot of time there is this Diwali bonus which comes, or during Diwali there are gifts which are being given to employees. So the needs are being met. So meeting these needs should also be taken care by the human resource management function. Very quickly, I will take you through the importance of human resource management. There are four ways by which it is important. Number one, significance of for an organization. It can help an organization in achieving its goals more efficiently and effectively in the following ways. Number one, attracting and retaining the required talent. So I want the best of person with very good communication skills to go sell a particular product, or I need to go convince people or change the attitude, create awareness on a particular thing. So how do I attract good candidates for the job? How do I retain them? Somebody joins the organization and within 2 months they leave. It is going to be very difficult. So how do I retain them? How do I make them stay in my organization? So how do you retain the employees? How do you develop the necessary skills and attitudes among the employees? Training and development. I did tell you a little while earlier that you need to train the people so that they do the best. Securing the willing cooperation of employees. So once people are motivated and the morale is very high, you will be able to get the cooperation of employees. They will all want to work for the good of the organization. Utilizing effectively the available resources. There will be various human resources with different calibers. So all these calibers should be channelized properly to be utilized in various jobs. Ensuring that the enterprise will have in future a team of competent and dedicated employees. If in case you are keeping a very good, motivated, satisfied workforce, they want to stay for a very long time and they are very dedicated employees. Continuing, second, I said there are four significances. The second significance is the professional significance. I already told you about the quality of work life. It improves the quality of work life. It enhances team working. People work together, so it enhances the team working, providing healthy working environment wherever they are. Next, social significance. It provides suitable employment, dignity of labor, maintaining physical and mental health, and creates a lot of job. So when I say social significance, what is the contribution of human resources management to the society as such? So when I say society, we are going to have suitable good employment opportunities for people in the society. The dignity of labor is being maintained. So when somebody joins my organization, I give him the due respect. He is very happy there. I am not actually putting him down. For the work he does, I am giving him a good pay. So dignity of labor. And I am also maintaining the physical and mental health. When I say physical, the safety measures, etc. And when I say the mental health, people are happy, there are no conflicts, I am very contented with life, satisfied in life, and there is a lot of job which is created also for the people in the society. National significance, ultimately the nation is going to benefit. Skills are going to be improved, attitudes and values of the human resource of a nation are focused through the development of human resources. In turn, it enhances the economic growth of the nation. That we have understood what HRM is. Where does the function or the process start? Where does it start? We need to plan for employing or recruiting human resources. The first step is we need to plan. So this process is called human resource planning. Human resource planning. We plan for the human resource. It is defined as a strategy. When I say strategy, step by step. It is a process, systematic in nature. Strategy for acquisition, I get people. Acquit, I get people. Acquisition. Utilization, I use people. Improvement, I give training and development, I improve people. And preservation, when I say preservation, I take care of them. We just saw in the previous slides that we need to take care of the physical and mental health of the employees as well. So you preserve the human resources of an organization. The objective is to provide right personnel for the right work and optimum utilization of the existing human resources. What do I mean by right personnel for the right work? I cannot ask a person who doesn't know shorthand to go take shorthand notes from the manager. So a person who knows shorthand should be deputed for taking notes for shorthand. I cannot ask a person who doesn't know Microsoft Word to go type a letter in Microsoft Word. The output is going to be very bad. So how do I place the right personnel for the right work? And how do I make the maximum, optimum use of the existing human resource? I cannot be hiring for everything. I cannot be acquiting or taking in, procuring people very often. There are a set of people whom I can allocate for such and such job for the work to be completed. Human resource planning exists as a part of the planning process of organization business. When I say that, let's take for example, there is a organization, let's take for example Fruity itself. When do we have a lot of sales of cool drinks? During the summer season. So at least by January, the company will have to start planning for how many bottles of Fruity we are going to manufacture during the month of February or March. So if in case so many bottles needs to be manufactured, we need to have so much of essence, we need to have so much of machines, we need to have so much of people to do the production process. It is aligned. There is a direct connection between the organizational goals, the business goals, as well as the human resource planning. This is the activity of the management which is aimed at coordinating requirements for and the availability of different types of employees. The major activities of human resource planning include forecasting. So let's take for example, in winter there is going to be a lot of skincare products which are going to be sold or purchased. So I need to begin the manufacturing of skincare products quite early, somewhere in September itself. So I am planning for the future, the forecasting, the future requirement. Okay. Inventorying, what is the current number of people who are there, what is their knowledge set, what is the skill set, the present strength of the organization, and what is their skill sets available also. Anticipating, comparison of present and future requirements of the organization, and planning necessary program to meet the future requirements as well. Okay, now moving on to the objectives of human resource planning. To ensure optimum utilization of human resources currently available in the organization, to assess or forecast the future skill requirement of the organization. I have explained all these in detail earlier itself. If there is anything which is missing, I will explain further. To provide control measures to ensure that necessary resources are available as and when required. When there is a requirement, are people there available? In fact, in the IT companies, there is a concept called benching. So employees are benched. So though there isn't a project right then, currently, they won't send away those people, but they will bench them. They will have them. They will retain them. So that when in future necessity arises for people of that caliber, skills, etc., they will use the benched employees. So to assess or forecast the future skill requirement, to provide control measures to ensure that necessary resources are available by benching, to link manpower planning with organizational planning. Again, I gave you an example, organizational planning of when do I manufacture a lot of cool drinks? So I need people. So linking both. To assess the shortage and surplus of human resources, I actually need so many people to do this work, but I have only this much. Or I actually need so much people to do this, but I have so many people, I want to reduce. So all this planning happens with the help of human resource planning. To anticipate the impact of technology on jobs and human resources. When I say impact of technology, nowadays we see a lot of artificial intelligence coming into organizations and institutions. So if in case artificial intelligence comes in, how many people will I have to remove? Okay, so these people do not have skills in this particular concept of artificial intelligence. So I remove them and I get people with such and such knowledge. So based on technology also we need to plan. To determine recruitment and training levels. So who should I recruit? Okay, let's take for example the previous example I gave. There are people without knowledge of artificial intelligence. Shall I send them off and recruit afresh, or this group itself, shall I train them and give them knowledge on artificial intelligence? Next, to estimate the cost of human resources. So what is going to be the salary? If in case there is going to be some non-monetary benefits, so for transport, for example, buses being provided for transport. So, how many buses are required, what is the cost of that running the bus per day. So, because of which what is the cost which is going to be incurred by the organization. So, the cost of human resources to provide a basis for management development programs. So, to develop the management, what are the programs which I need to do, what are the skill sets which I need to give, and to meet the needs of expansion and diversifications as well. When I say expansion, I am going to increase. Let us take for example Haldirams. Haldirams wants to expand. So, when they want to expand, they will be spreading their shops in North India, South India, East India, West India, Central India, etc. That is expansion. What is diversification? Let us take for example Haldirams, which is producing sweets, and it does have few outlets. Now, if in case they want to produce ice creams or move into the textile industry, start producing textiles, or packaged fruits, or something else as well. So, they diversify their business. So, expansion and diversification programs also we will have a lot of need for the human resource planning. Now, moving on to when we talk about human resource planning, we first need to analyze the job at hand. What is the job which needs to be done? What type of people do I need to do this job? Now, I am going to quickly take you through what is the meaning of a job. We all talk about this job, that job, but theoretically what is a job? A job may be defined as a collection or aggregation of tasks, duties and responsibilities which as a whole are regarded as a regular assignment to individual employees and which is different from other assignments. Now, let us take for example a teacher. What is my role as a teacher? I am supposed to teach the students, I am supposed to give assignments, I am supposed to conduct the tests, correct the test papers and distribute the answer papers. So, these are aggregation of tasks and it becomes my job. So, a job is different from other assignments. So, my job might be different from the job of an administrator. So, job is different one job to another. In other words, when the total work to be done is divided and grouped into packages, we call it a job. It is the procedure through which we determine the duties and nature of the jobs and the kinds of people in terms of skills and experience. For example, again let me go to the example of a teacher or a trainer. I should have certain skills like talking, my communication skills, my language skills, my interpersonal skills with students, ability to the desire to learn afresh a lot of things so that I can deliver, teach students contemporary things. So, skills and my experience in teaching who should be hired for these jobs. It provides you with data on job requirements, what is required of the job, which are then used for developing job descriptions. These are the things which needs to be done. What does the job entail? And the job specification, what kind of people are supposed to be hired for the job. Just to quickly take you through the definition of job analysis, it is the process of studying and collecting information relating to operations and responsibilities of a specific job. The immediate product of the analysis are job descriptions and job specifications. Job analysis involves the process of identifying the nature of a job. As I told you, a teacher, I teach, I give assignments, I conduct tests, I will have to correct the paper, I will have to enter the marks. So, the job description, what all I am supposed to do, the job description and the qualities of the likely job holder, what I should have studied, what skills should I have and all that. So, to simplify, job analysis is job description and job specification put in together. What are the objectives? It simplifies the work, it establishes standards of performance. Job description tells you will have to teach, yes I teach. You will have to give assignments, yes I will have to give assignments. It establishes standards of performance and the quality of teaching should be good, and the assignment you should be close to Bloom's taxonomy, based on Bloom's taxonomy. it supports other personal activities like recruitment, selections. When I say it supports, it is very easy for me to put an advertisement and tell, see, I want a teacher with PhD, US cleared, NET or SLET and the like. It helps me in the function of recruitment, in selection, in training. What is the lacuna in me as a teacher? What should I train myself to be a good teacher? The performance appraisal, the job evaluation, etc. And the last but not the least, the achievement of goals. It helps in achievement of goals of the individual as well. Very quickly, I am going to take you through job description and job specification. I already told you, job description describes the work which I need to do, describes a job. It is a written record. It is a written record. It is in black and white. It is given to me when I join the job. A written record of the duties, responsibilities and requirements of a particular job. Now, what is job specification? It states the minimum acceptable qualification. I told you I should be a PhD as a teacher, I should hold a NET or a SLET. So, with the such and such skill sets, with so much of experience, job specification. We are moving to the very big next function of HR, recruitment. Recruitment. Recruiting makes it possible to acquire the number and types of people necessary to ensure the continued operation of the organization. For the organization to run, we need people. So, for people, we need to recruit people, we need to attract people. According to Flippo, recruitment is the process of searching for prospective employees, people who might join my organization. It is searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in organization. If in case you have heard students studying in colleges, they will talk about pre-placement talks when there is a campus recruitment. So, a campus recruiter comes to the company and tells, I am from company X, and this company X offers you so much of pay, it offers you a degree, it offers you a promotion within such and such time, you will be able to go abroad to work on an assignment, etc., etc., which attracts a candidate to apply for the job, which stimulates an employee, candidate to apply for the job. Now, there are different sources of recruitment. Where do you get people? Where do you attract people? There are two types of recruitments. One is the internal source and the other is the external source. It would be desirable to use the internal source itself before going outside to attract the candidates, because we have a set of people who already know the organization, the institution. If in case you are going to get somebody new and train them and develop them, etc., it is going to be difficult. Dale Yoder, a human resource specialist, suggests two categories of internal sources, including a review of the present employees. There is a set of people. Who can I promote? Who can I give this job to? So, internal sourcing, present employees and nomination of candidate by employees. So, there is this manager whose cousin or niece or nephew has completed a MBA in sales, and she will be a potential candidate for the job, available vacancy. So, nomination of candidates, reference, internal reference, employee reference program. So, this also, when we talk about the present employees, when we are taking the present employees, this will provide possibilities for horizontal and vertical transfers, horizontal and vertical transfers. So, from department A moving to department B becomes horizontal transfer. From being a manager to becoming a senior manager becomes a vertical transfer. So, this actually motivates the employees. Promotions and transfers within the organization help an employee to improve his morale and solves a lot of recruiting problems. Now, few of the external recruitment sources. External sources of recruitment refer to the sources that are outside or exist outside the organization. Sources of external recruitment include people joining an organization specifically through recommendations. Employment agencies are there. We talk about recruitment consultancies, they will also help. There are the online portals like Naukri.com, Job Monster, LinkedIn Jobs, etc. employment exchanges which are run by governments, advertisements. We see a lot of classified advertisements every Sunday on the Hindu in the classified section. Institutes for campus recruitment, colleges and vocational schools. We have contractors who supply people for job, hiring unskilled labor, and always anybody they will want to apply. It's called unsolicited applications. So they will apply to organizations, and these applications are saved and kept, and so they pull out these applications when they need a requirement. We will meet in the next session where we learn about selection and rest of the functions with which you can manage human resources in an organization. Thank you.